What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel Pitol in Motion, a place for busy people and dream chasers looking to achieve their goals in a more efficient way. So if you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Ira and I do project management, self-improvement and the occasional lifestyle video. So be sure to hit that subscribe button if that sounds like interesting content to you. And to my lovely subscribers coming back for another video, hello or welcome. I hope you're good. This week's been a little bit trying for me, but I hope it's been good for you. Let's get straight into this video. So today guys, as you could probably tell from the title below, we are going to be talking about mentorship. I want to bring up this topic because I do get asked quite often by lovely people all around the world to be their mentor for project management in particular. So I want to start off by saying, guys, I'm really sorry, but I do not do mentorship, or I'm not taking on anyone as a mentor at the moment. So I'm really sorry to disappoint some of you, but also I do know that some people are jumping in my DMs asking me to be their mentor, and I'm just like, what are you doing, love? Even if I was available, the answer would be no. I've come to realize that we need a little bit of guidance in order to secure mentorships and people to mentor us. Mentoring or having a mentor is such a powerful tool, especially if that mentor is in a place in their career or a place in their life where you want to be. They will usually have some really cool insights and be able to give you guidance to help you accelerate to where you want to be quicker. So it is always good to be able to have a mentor. But you've also got to remember that for someone to be your mentor, they need to invest in you. They've got to have a vested interest in you. It will take their time, it will take their passion, some things that they might not necessarily feel the need to give up, especially to a stranger. So you really just got to take that into consideration, and especially in your tact when approaching people to be a mentor. Like I said, I've had some very cheeky, in my opinion, DMs, and this is the truth, guys. I reply to most of my DMs, but like, I've had some cheeky DMs like, mentor me. No. So yeah, if you are looking to have someone as your mentor, especially if they're a stranger to you, remember they might not necessarily already have that vested interest in you. I'm going to give you a couple tips of what you can do, things that have worked for me in the past, and also why I've also taken on some of my mentees, which I currently have, in the past. What has worked? Hopefully it will also work for you. Let's get it popping. So tip number one is to approach with kindness. Remember, this mentor that you are trying to secure, you know who they are. You have an interest in them. You want something from them. Anything they're giving to you is just kindness, especially if they're going to be doing it for free. And most times mentoring is free, which is slightly different from coaching, which tends to be paid. When you're jumping into people's DMs or emails or whatever it is, and I think you should wait a little bit till the end of this video before you do just that. Remember, you need to be kind. Remember, they owe you nothing. Come from a place of humility, not from begging, yeah, because that also can be very, off-putting, but a humble disposition in the fact that this person doesn't owe me anything. If they agree to my proposition, it is because they want to do something nice ultimately for me. That is really the place in which you should come first of all when looking for someone to mentor you. My next tip is to not ask a stranger, but instead build a relationship. And you might be wondering, Ira, what are you saying? Like, obviously I don't know this person from Adam. How am I meant to do that? I'm about to tell you. I'm about to tell you. I wouldn't necessarily just go out and email or DM someone, oh, I just saw you, I like what you're doing, please be my mentor. Remember, this person, doesn't owe you anything, doesn't really care about you, doesn't have a vested interest in you. There is no relationship there. And you might wonder, how can I start a relationship if I don't really talk to this person like that, etc. There are ways for you to start to get yourself on the radar of the person that you want to mentor you. For example, engaging with their content. most people that engage with my content regularly, I have conversations with them. Now I feel a little bit more inclined, if I can, if they have a question or something like that, I'll definitely take the time to answer it. Obviously, busy people are busy. They might not be able to do that all the time, but through engagement, through, you know, showing a certain interest in them and being consistent with that, you start to build an indirect relationship with the person that you are targeting. So it's really, really key to do that. If they're going to networking events or they're hosting somewhere, try to go to some of those events. Try to strike up an initial conversation. The key here is that you don't want to be a complete stranger to this person. You want them to have said, oh yeah, I remember that conversation with you. Oh yeah, I remember that time when we met. Relationship is so key in mentoring because it needs to be a two-way process. And if one person really, really wants the other person, but the other person don't want you, it ain't gonna work, baby boo. Think about it. Number 3, don't cry, don't beg. Pitch. Saying, please, I really need this. This is where I'm at and I'm really struggling, and giving your life sob story is going to get you nowhere, because let me tell you something, we all got problems in this life. My problems are many. I know you got problems, but my problems that I haven't even figured out, they're many. So most people, especially strangers, will not be attracted by a sob story. They don't want you begging in their DMs and begging and pleading in their emails for you to mentor them. That's not what we're trying to do. Instead, you're here to tell them why you. You're here to tell them, listen, I understand and I recognize all the expertise is with you and you're going to be pouring into me, but this is the reason why you should pour into me, and how will it benefit you in the long run. If you don't feel like there'll be any benefit in the long run, you really need to just reevaluate, why exactly do you want to do mentoring? Where is it gonna take you? Where are you hoping for it to take you? These are things that you should really be thinking about when going to talk to someone about mentoring. You want to be prepared. You want it to be a two-way interaction. You want to catch their attention. You want to pitch yourself so that there is also some kind of benefit to the mentor. Be a good mentee. Guys, this one is so key, and I think this is really the trigger point between, you know, whether you'll take someone on to be a mentor or not. Mentorship, like I said, is work. I've been a mentor to some people in the past. I'm still a mentor to them now, actually, and I've also been a mentee. And all I can say, being on both sides of the fence, is it works best when the mentee comes and says exactly what they want from the mentor, how it's gonna work, and put together a plan of action. And you might be thinking, wait, I don't really know how this is gonna work. You need to think about it. Think about it this way. The mentor has a lot on their plate already. They probably have a day-to-day job, they probably have a family, and now they're going to be using their disposable time to pour into you. And that's a lot of work to do, for them to take detailed time to help you do better in life. And that is an amazing thing. Definitely grasp onto that. But there's nothing worse, and honestly, guys, one of my pet peeves, there's nothing worse than someone jumping in your DMs or your emails and saying, I want to be your mentor, and I'm not saying exactly what do you want. I don't even know where to start with you. I don't know how to focus my attention. If things are not focused, it's going to be a waste of my time, which can never happen, by the way, because I don't like wasting my time. It's precious. I find very much that if you can explain exactly what you want, how often you want to talk to your mentor, what medium you want to talk to your mentor, and then also be very realistic. If they live in London, you live in Manchester, maybe it's better to do over the phone calls or something like that. Or if it is a face-to-face, guess who's coming down? It's your ass. But once again, having a schedule, letting them know that you're serious. This is what I want to achieve. These are the kind of things that I want to target first. This is what I want to target second. And then asking them, you know, at the end of this experience, this is where I hope to be. It lets them know, okay, this may not be as much work as I thought it might be. I might just take them on. And also they'll be able to see your potential. They'll see that you're serious, and it makes you so much more of an attractive mentee. So make sure you note that one down. Lastly then, number 5 is to remember not to close that communication barrier. You may be turned down, and you know, it is unfortunate, especially if you've done all the tips that I've just told you, you may still get a no. People are busy, they have different priorities. It doesn't necessarily mean that your elevator pitch wasn't banging. It might just be that they do not have the capacity. Similar to me, guys, I just don't have the capacity to take people on right now. And that's just life. But things may change in the future. So one thing you would have done from this experience, if you've done a very good job, is leave a good impression. And that seed will lay there. And hopefully, you know, over time, keep networking, they might free up. And then you can start to water the seed. And then one day, bam, like this, you ask again, do you know what? You've been consistent. Do you know what? I've got a little bit of free time now. Let's do this thing. Just like that. You're where you need to be, you are in the pocket, and it's because you built that relationship right from the beginning, no longer strangers, and you kept that communication barrier nice and open. So guys, make sure you do not close it. No right now doesn't mean no forever, so make sure you keep that one right open. All right guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up and make sure you are subscribing to this channel. Let me know down below, you know, are you looking for a mentor? How's it going for you? Are any of these tips something that, you know, you haven't considered? Let me know down below in the comments. Let's keep the conversation rolling. You know I love talking to y'all. I've got lots of content coming out, so once again, make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you in my next video.